But when you're charging $65, you have to be held to a higher standard, okay? You can't charge people $65, dude, and then deliver this plain thing. It looks incomplete, basically. It looks incomplete. It's missing paint. It's like these details aren't even, you know, colored or anything. Like, it looks incomplete, dude. How is this acceptable? How are people okay with paying $65 before shipping and taxes? So probably going to end up paying about what, $75, $80 possibly by the time you're done with that stuff. Let's say $80 for this, right? And they couldn't even paint this stuff. They couldn't paint this stuff at all? It's insane, dude. So now I want to show you this figure here, okay? You knew the Storm Arena comparison was on the way, right? This is the Storm Arena Baki figure. I got this for $30. Currently, the price is $35. As I mentioned in a post about the Mortal Kombat McFarlane figures, Big Bad Toy Store engages in price manipulation, okay? So they're not true retailers, just like many other businesses today. They're basically eBay scalpers that, you know, masquerade as retailers, okay? So you can't really trust them to have a certain price for certain things all the time or whatever. But anyways, I got this for $30, right? What do you notice as a key difference between this and this? What do you notice as a key difference? I'm gonna give you a few moments here to, like, you know, guess. Look at this, okay? And then look at this. What difference do you notice? You see these scars here, man? They're actually painted. They're actually painted, okay? There's actual detail there. On this $65 figure, there's no such thing. So for $65, Bandai was still too lazy to actually paint this thing properly, right? Bandai does not care about you. They're lazy, complacent. They know they have a monopoly. And, you know, when companies have a monopoly, there's a very strong chance that they're going to be lazy because they know they're guaranteed your business if you want that certain figure, product, whatever, okay? Bandai knows they have no competition, and so they can release this sort of plain, incomplete nonsense for $65, and people are going to gobble it up and be like, oh, it's peak, dude, peak, 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 okay? Right? Look at that, $65, $30. And also, let's look at the skin here. It's easier to see in person than on camera, but even the skin tone has some shading going on, where, like, you see that part is a bit more like, you know, a reddish color, and then you got the more, like, I guess, cream color, you know? There's actually some shading and stuff all throughout the skin tone. So you can see, yeah, it's kind of difficult to see on camera right here, but you can see right here is more red. This is more, you know, pale, right? And you got this, see the back right there. You can see it a little better here. Like, you see the red part there, right? So it's like there's shading throughout the skin tone, throughout the whole body. Does Bandai do stuff like this? Rarely, rarely. I think the Full Power Broly has something like this, kind of. But most of their figures don't have this going on, man. At least it's not noticeable to me, even in person. But you see here the shading in the skin tone and stuff like that, right? Even right here, you can see a bit of shading in the skin tone. For $30, okay? $30. See the shading going on in the skin tone and stuff? And the scars are painted, right? For $30. Okay? And then over here, for $65, nope. Plain basic arms. Just plain. These aren't painted, nothing, okay? So, if you followed for some time, you already know this, but just, you know, hopefully to open the eyes of someone who thinks Bandai's giving them good value for their money, they're not, okay? Bandai's not giving you good value for your money, man. Bandai has a monopoly and is exploiting you. What is this? Oh, Bandai has a monopoly and is exploiting you because of that, okay? So that's pretty much what I wanted to say about this figure. Let's now move on to Amazon in general, like Amazon, Barnes & Noble, that kind of stuff.